Hey everybody, it's Emily. Okay, so today's video is tips on how to be confident. I made a list of some things that I think really help and things that help me and that they might help you. And so this video is just to let you guys know that everybody has something that they're insecure about or that they're not comfortable with, but that everybody is still beautiful and that you can, like, if you believe that you're beautiful, you're going to be beautiful to the rest of the world. So I know that this is not super beauty related, but I think that being confident really shows. And if you're not confident in yourself, you're not really going to ever feel beautiful. It doesn't matter how much makeup you put on, what you do to your hair, or what you're wearing. If you're not confident, there's gonna be something missing. So I just thought that this video was like important. For some reason, ever since I started this channel, I've just felt like I need to make this video. And I mean, I know that I'm not one of those YouTube people who have like 1 million followers, so not a ton of people are gonna see this. But for the people who do see this, if I'm just helping one person feel better, then I'm doing my job. And I just, for some reason, I felt like I needed to make this. So I hope that this helps you guys. I'm not saying that this is not like the cure-all to like stopping to being insecure, but these are just things that I do to help myself stay confident. I don't have exactly what I'm going to say like planned out, so if I'm rambling, I'm really sorry. But okay, I just want to share with you guys at the beginning of the video things that I could let bother me and reasons why I could not be confident. And this is not like for sympathy or for compliments or anything like that. This is just to tell you guys that there are things in my life that I could let affect me that I don't. Okay, first off, like physically, I am almost 6 feet tall. Okay, as a girl, being almost 6 feet tall, you're always gonna get stared at. And I remember there was like years where people would be like, "You're so tall. You're so like, really? Am I? I had no idea. You're the first person to tell me. Thank you so much. You're such a genius." Like, being almost 6 feet tall and being a girl was hard to get used to, especially in high school. That was like a very uncomfortable thing for me because guys don't grow as fast as girls do. So I was taller than like all the guys and definitely taller than all the girls, and it was like very uncomfortable for a while, and I had to learn to get used to that. Another thing is I wouldn't consider myself like fat or anything, but I mean, I just had a baby too, but I'm not Megan Fox or like a Victoria's Secret model. I'm never gonna have that body. It's just part of it. To get that skinny, I would seriously have to like starve myself. So that's another thing. I'm not looked at as like a supermodel, you know? Okay, another thing is that I'm 19 years old with a baby, and not everybody's going to take that well. There's always going to be some negative person out there who, as beautiful as a baby is, they're going to look at me and judge me and have negative things to say about me and how I have a baby and stuff like that. So that's something that I could let affect me. And then another thing, this is not to put anybody down, this is not saying anything bad, but this is just, I mean, nobody really talks about it. And for me, it would have helped me so much if somebody talked about it with me, because it's something like, you don't want to isolate yourself in this situation. But I have been cheated on before, and it's not just like, it's like just I knew about it, like a lot of people knew about it. It was pretty much public knowledge, which can be super embarrassing, and it can make you feel really bad about yourself. So that's just to tell you guys that I do have things that I'm insecure about, and that it's just, you have to work on it. So these are the tips that I do to get over these things. So yeah, I hope that this helps you guys. I made a list of 6 things that I'm just going to share with you. Okay, first thing on my list, and this is not anything that you guys could actually do, this is not really under your control, but if you're in middle school or in high school, when you get out, trust me, it will be like 10 times better on its own. Once you get out of that, your confidence will like skyrocket. It's just part of it. You're just not around those people anymore, and you're not forced to be with anybody anymore. In high school and in middle school, you can't help it. You have to be there, and you're forced to be around the jerks and the mean girls, and it's just, once you're done with that, you're only around people that you choose to be around. So that helps tremendously. Okay, and then this is something that you can actually do yourself. Okay, and it's stop comparing yourself to others. And when I say that, I mean it in a good way and in a bad way. Like, stop looking at like celebrities and or like that pretty girl, or I mean, if you're a guy, that like cool guy or whatever, stop comparing yourself to them, because you're like, everybody's made different, and you're never going to be that person. You're wasting who you are if you're trying to be somebody else. And if I compared myself to like Kim Kardashian or something, yeah, I'm going to be pretty dang depressed, because I'm never going to be that rich. I'm never going to be that famous. I'm never going to have like her like curvy like little pretty body that she has. It's not going to happen. So yeah, that's just not realistic to compare myself to her, and that will put you down, and you're never going to measure up. You just cannot base your self-worth on how you measure up to somebody else, because it's never going to happen, and you need to be proud of like who you are. Okay, and then another thing is, people don't realize that this affects your confidence. Do not compare yourself to others saying that you're better than somebody else. Like, don't put somebody else down to better yourself, because once that person walks away, once that girl you were talking bad about her outfit or whatever, once she walks away, you're not pretty anymore, because that ugly girl is gone. Like, it's just because you say that her shirt is ugly does not make yours pretty. And it's just, you'll never stop making fun of people if that's what you base your happiness on, and how good of a person you are. If you look at other people and you're like, ugh, that slut, but you're not any purer because you're calling somebody a slut. Like, it's not going to help you. You'll never stop, because they're always going to disappear, and you're going to have to find somebody else to pick on. So I think that's a really important one. Okay, and then the next thing is identify the problem, like identify what's making you insecure, and if it's like a person, cut them out of your life. Okay, if you're friends with some girl, the frenemies, you know what I'm talking about, where like you're friends with them but you really like hate them, like everything they say puts you down, makes you feel bad about yourself, cut them out of your life. Okay, if a boy is making you feel not good enough, then it is on to the next one, you guys, honestly, because it's just like toxic. It's negative energy, and you just can't let something so negative like that be in your life. If it's like cyber bullying, like if people are saying really mean things to you, like over the internet on Facebook or something, then you need to just like put it behind you. You cannot focus on it. If people are being mean to you on Facebook, take a break from Facebook. Just get away from it and hang out with your family, hang out with your friends, do whatever it is that makes you happy for a couple of days, and then go back and you'll have a clean and fresh mind, and you won't let them bother you. It's like there's like this stupid trashy site. Okay, well, I was posted on this site, and somebody messaged me and they were like, here, I thought that you might want to see this. So I went and looked at it, and you guys, I let that bother me so much. I like seriously became obsessed with it. I would go back to the site and see what negative things people had to say about me. I don't know why in the world I did that. But once I just realized, I'm like, who are these people? Like, they can't even put their name on this thing. They can't even say who they are, because they're like too sorry to tell me what they think about me. I was like, why am I letting these people affect my day? Like, I have so many people telling me happy, good things about me, and I'm letting these awful, rude people affect me. So what I had to do was I had to cut. Like, I've never gone back to that site. I'm never going to in my whole entire life. It is the stupidest thing in the world. I don't know why people even do that. Honestly, it's ridiculous. So if it's something like on the internet, don't look at it. Just seriously block it out. Don't be friends with somebody if they're going to put you down. You just have to identify what the problem is. If it's Facebook, if it's a boy, if it's a girl, and just say no to them. They're out of your life. They're done. Okay. And then another thing, and I think this is really important, is to find something that you like about yourself, both physically and personality wise, and focus on it. If you get told that you have pretty eyes all the time, or if you know that you have like pretty lips or something, put some really good makeup on them, play them up, and make them look beautiful every single day. So you just know that people are looking at your eyes and being like, dang, look at those eyes. You know what I mean? Just when you look in the mirror, you're going to be like, oh, look at my eyes. They're very pretty. You know what I mean? So you need to focus on what you really like about yourself. Don't focus on, oh, I think I look fat today. Focus on your eyes. Be like, my eyes are beautiful when I look in the mirror. And then personality-wise, do the same thing. If people tell you that you're a sweet person, then be really sweet to people all day long. So when you go to bed, you be like, dang, I'm really good at that. You know, like I made some people feel good today, and like genuinely, I made people feel good today. I really am a nice person, but just do it more. Just be sweet, just be nicer longer, so that when you go to bed at night, you're like, I really am dang good at being sweet. And that's just part of who I am, and people really love that about me. Okay, next tip of advice is just to let it go. And when I say let it go, just realize that you're not going to make everybody happy. There are going to be some bad days that you don't feel confident. You're going to feel insecure sometimes. Some things are just going to happen, but just let it go. Just don't worry about it. Don't sweat the small stuff. You cannot base how your confidence is based on one day. Like if you had one bad day, if somebody made you feel bad for one day and you feel awful that day, just let it go. Let it be what happened yesterday. Don't let it affect you today. And then my last piece of advice, and I think this is super important, is to make goals for yourself. When I go to bed is like when I think the most. I lay in bed for 2 hours before I actually go to sleep. But I just like make goals for myself on things that I want to do. Like, okay, I want to get a job. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to just, I don't know, be nice to somebody tomorrow. You just make goals for yourself so that like when you reach them, you have something to be proud of. Okay, and don't make your goals super ridiculous. Like I want to be a millionaire in 2 weeks. Make them things that are like reachable. But if you set goals, and that way you have something to stay focused on, and you're not focused on bad negative things, you're just focused on yourself and what you can do to make yourself a better person. And when you go to bed at night, you feel really good because you know that you've done something good that day. So these are just the things that I do to feel confident, and I really hope that these helped you guys. Sorry if I rambled a lot in this video, but I just hope that it just helps at least one person and I'll feel good. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.